Greetings everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we have another beautiful movie clip breakdown to do. Shout out to my nephew for inspiring this video. This is why I get so passionate about dialogue in TV shows or dialogue in movies, because I'm always trying to figure out what the director or everyone involved of a thing are thinking when they're either storyboarding or talking about a scene or directing a scene. I think editing, things can change, but that's why you have multiple takes, different angles, different shoots, reshoots. It's part of the whole process. But the first time I heard about Sisu, I was excited. I was looking forward to watching it, but things happened and I never got round to watching it. So when my nephew had suggested that we all sit down together as a fam to watch the movie, I thought, oh, it's Sisu. It's the movie I wanted to watch a long time ago. So it makes sense that we all watch it together and enjoy it. The trailer, however, is a very, very well cut trailer. Sisu's trailer is a very, very well cut trailer. But my goodness, what transpired in certain scenes. Sometimes the beginning of a movie can start off so well, then the middle can just be so atrocious that you don't even enjoy the end process because certain things stick out in your mind over. It's like it's on replay. And the funny thing also is that there's a sequel of this movie coming out, I think this year, or either late this year or, well, say late by the end of this month or next month or early next year. I don't even know what the story is going to be about, but after what we saw in the first movie, it didn't make sense.
But why?
Movies like John Wick and Equalizer are beautiful. Now, Equalizer, I would say part 1 is the best for me. And John Wick, I would say 1 and 2. 1 is the best and 2, I could just about stomach 2. 3, there were things that were done in 3 that just threw me off. And 4 is the worst one. Part 4 of John Wick is like part 4 of The Matrix to me.
God damn!
And we don't even speak about part 4 of The Matrix, but I just wanted to give reference. For some people, I imagine they didn't mind part 4 of The Matrix. It was like, it's neither here nor there. For me, it's an insult, an absolute insult. And this is what I mean by certain things not making sense, character motivations, actions, dialogue, fight scenes or fight coordination not done properly. But it's so glaringly obvious that you can't ignore it. And you're talking to someone who's come from OG Kung Fu movies, not everything, but I've come from Jackie Chan, Donnie Yen, Jet Li, and even the Raid movies, especially the first Raid movie. Oh my goodness. And then Ong Bak. And then there's other Kung Fu movies I've seen in between, dude, that I can't remember the name, but my goodness. These movies, when it comes to the fight scenes, you can tell they've taken time. Taking time to make sure what they are shooting, the sequence or sequences they're shooting is easily digestible. And it's so on point. You are going to rewind and rewind and rewind again and again and again. Not because you saw some flops or the director missed something or there's continuity error, but because the combo and how did they do this and that scene was so this, and you just want to see everything in slow-mo. What we're about to break down is the complete opposite. It doesn't make sense how this was the final cut or the finished edit, and then it shipped out for people to watch. And then I think I don't want to say there's a laziness. I feel there's got to be a level of disrespect.
What do you mean by that?
When you think people wouldn't call out your nonsense. There's 2 scenes. It's 2 scenes I want to talk about. I don't know how long I'm going to take on this video, but if I can cover both scenes for sure. If not, then it'll be a second video for me to make. But let's get into it without further ado. He was a soldier. He's lost his wife. He's lost his family. And he's just found gold.
Woo!
So he's on his way from where he found the gold to go and cash the gold or turn the gold into money or sell the gold or whatever he's trying to do.
No shit.
You got gold in those bags? Yes. Take a look at this.
Okay, now they found 1 gold. I don't know how many chunks or nuggets of gold are in his bags, but they found 1.
Nice.
So I'd like you guys to pay attention to where the soldiers' guns are situated and who is carrying a weapon and who isn't. We see this guy's obviously the main guy antagonizing the hero has 1 weapon in his hand. The other has a machine gun over the shoulder, right? Oh, this will come into play later, but do bear with me.
We're rich, boys.
It's a cool looking dog. I've never seen a dog like that in real life. As soon as I saw this scene, I feel my inner mind should have told me, hey, this is a heads up for you to know what kind of movie you're watching right now.
You ain't lying.
This is a heads up for you to know what kind of movie you're watching right now. But I guess because I was there with my boys, I thought, you know what, I'm immersed. I don't watch movies to insult it or to break it down or to catch flops. I get drawn in, especially if it's a genre that I like.
Let me explain.
If it's a genre that I like, or it's a story or theme that I like, I'm fully involved, fully invested. Now, I would like to know, for those of you who know about dogs, or you are dog lovers, or you have a dog for a pet, can you let me know how skilled your dog is that it can semi-dodge bullets?
What?
This is like a super dog. This is like Crypto without the cape. Also, we could argue that the soldiers are semi-drunk, or they're drunk on war. They've been killing all day. It's tiring work to genocide people. Very tiring. Very, very, very tiring work to genocide people.
You ain't lying.
So, I can give them that excuse. They're drunk and they're tired, or they're tired and they're not drunk. So that's why this particular soldier couldn't kill this dog that wasn't necessarily zipping left, right, and center across the freaking screen. Or maybe this dog is so skilled that it knows the particular types of bullets being fired, and it knows the range that machine gun can shoot, and it knows that at this distance, no bullet from that gun can hit it.
Come on, son.
Let's continue. So either they're playing with the dog, maybe they don't intend to kill the dog. So I'm probably just bitching for nothing. They're probably just toying with the dog.
I don't know.
But somehow the dog is so skilled, it knows that these bullets ain't gonna touch me. Super Sisu, or Sisu's super dog. One of the two. You probably stick with the two. I don't know. You let me know in the comments.
What?
Down on your knees. These bags are full of gold.
So now they know they've got gold, right? So what's going on in my head right now in this scene is he can easily kill this guy right now.
That's right.
Each second, each split second that's playing out on this scene, my ADHD mind, my neurodivergent mind is basically saying, you can kill this dude right now if you want to. And even if he's toying around, one of those three other people in the back were like, yo, these are chunky nuggets of gold. Dude, shoot the dude in the head right now. Don't waste time. Don't toy with him. Let's say this guy likes to toy with his victim, and they know him for that. So they can be like, Alphonse, stop the teasing. Shoot him in the head right now. We've got so much gold. This is a fat nugget of gold. Stop the teasing. They could have easily said that. I know I would.
You ain't lying.
I know I would, because if I was in his shoes, gold, and I'm a douchebag bad guy, I'm popping you in the head. There's no waste of time. I don't need you to get on your knees like I get a turn on. Get on your knees. I need to see you get on your knees so I can get turned on. Oh my God. I can't shoot you without you going on your knees. It just wouldn't work. I need you to go on your knees so I can shoot you in the head, yeah? What are we doing, dude?
That's a good question.
So now it's just two things at play that's clashing. As a viewer, I'm thinking, what's going through the director's head right now? I know he wants to create suspense because this is the point of the movie where we're supposed to see the main character lose his shit, show his superpowers, or show his strength, or show his skill like John Wick. Fine, we get it. And we've seen what's his name, Denzel in Equalizer, and we've seen certain scenes set up the pace, and it's like, okay, we know this guy is supposed to be a particular hero or have a set of skills. Let's see how he displays those skills. And plus, the trailer lets you know what you're in for. But sometimes not everyone watches these trailers beforehand. So this part of the movie is for those who haven't seen the trailer but have heard some good things, word of mouth about the movie. So they sat down in their homes, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, fiance, family members, friends, whatever it is, popcorn in hand, or whatever snacks they're ready to indulge in. And I'm trying to, sit in their psyche. If I was a director, I'll keep this scene short. But because of my neurodivergent mind, I'm constantly just seeing too much airtime, too much space. He would talk and then it's silence, and it's just nothing is occurring basically. So in the real world now, outside of what the director is trying to do, I'm assuming, I understand he's trying to taunt this person. But like I said, there's 4 people here. And if Alphonse over here, we'll call him Alphonse. If Alphonse is over here is the kind of guy who likes to taunt his victims, cool. That's his character trait. That's fine. But the 3 other guys at least should have pressured him, saying, just shoot this dude. Shoot him, Alphonse. We've got gold, yeah? We're rich. We're very rich. At least just to add more extra spice to the scene, so that way you can just about tell That's what this guy does. And maybe one of the other soldiers says, Alphonse, you like to toy with your food all the time. This one has gold. Don't toy with this one. You don't know what he's capable of. At least, just to add extra spice to the scene. Let's proceed.
Get down on your knees, Grandpa.
He could have killed him right now. Each time he could have killed. Each time he's doing all this noise, he could have easily shot this dude. One thing is he has his back turned to him. And this is like a 50-50 thing. You don't know if he's got a glass of acid, a bag of gunpowder, lighter, dynamite. He could have easily struck the dynamite, struck a match, lit the dynamite right in front of him, hold for a little bit, and then turn around, put it in his jacket, and then run away. You don't know what he's capable of right now, especially with his back turned to you. So with the uncertainty of what could happen because someone has his back turned to you, and even if you tell him to go down on his knees, what if he went down on his knees, took a knife, and then impaled your testicles with the knife? Because you don't know what he's capable of. By telling him to turn around is even weird. He didn't, did he? You could have asked him to face me, go down on your knees. But again, see what I'm trying to say is the director hasn't added extra oomph and sensibility to this character and in this scene. This is just too much airtime to breathe, and not even to breathe in the sense of let the tension rise or settle. It feels too unrealistic in the sense of people who just found gold. You might need him to lead you to where he found the gold. So maybe you'd have one soldier say, no, let's not kill him yet, Alphonse. Let's find out where he got the gold from, Alphonse. Wait a minute, stop teasing. Don't shoot him. Then maybe Alphonse will be like, let me shoot him in the leg. If you shoot him in the leg, then it's not enough incentive to let us know where the gold is. Where did you get all this gold from?
That's a good question.
So now, same thing again. Get down on your knees, get down on your knees, get down on your knees. It's too much. Too much. If you want this guy gone and you want his gold, shoot the dude, cut to the next scene. But because you want the movie to be as long as it needs to be, we didn't need this scene to be this long. Sometimes you can have this kind of action movies short and precise.
That's right.
Like Equalizer, the first Equalizer movie with Denzel, it was on point. It wasn't too long, wasn't too short, just right. Same thing with John Wick, just right. You can have very, very, very high octane action movies with intelligent writing, dialogue, and smart scenes that make sense based on the character types that are on display. Asking this guy to get down on his knees every time.
Come on, son.
But you just found gold you didn't work for at all. Those are chunky nuggets. You guys are rich. You don't even have to go and kill no more. At this point, you'd be like, oh, screw this soldier thing. I'm retiring. I'm about to be rich. But this whole get down on your knees, get down is pointless. It doesn't feel real enough.
Willingly?
Yes.
This scene is too long. It's not realistic enough.
That boy is good.
Could have killed him. Could have killed him.
Knees, Grandpa.
Oh shit, you shouldn't have done that, buddy. You called me grandpa.
Finish him.
Look, could have killed him.
Fuck him up.
See, even his teammates like fuck him up. He's still dilly-dallying. You don't want this gold. You see? Look, still laughing. You could have killed him. Could have killed him. You could have killed him. No shit, Sherlock. You could have killed him right now and gone home. Gone home and had some good time with your wife saying, yo, we're about to live large. You about to live like kings and queens. Sweetheart, baby girl. We're about to travel the world. What about your soldiering, darling? Fuck the soldiering. Fuck the soldiering. We got so much money. I don't know what accent I'm doing right now at this point. You could have killed him.
Finish him.
For those of you who've seen the raid, you'll understand. I feel that this set piece wasn't done well to reflect how good Sisu is, to reflect how cold this character is, how skilled he is, and how he's had enough. There are bombs going off here, there, left, right, and center, planes flying overhead and dropping bombs. There are tankers, there are trucks, there's soldiers with guns. He's not afraid. We get that sense for sure. He gets pulled over by these guys. He knows he has gold in there. He hasn't found ways to hide it, so that way they have to search him 10,000 times before they find the gold. He's not even afraid of being stopped and searched. They didn't even look long enough in the pouches to realize there's gold in his pouch. Just open the pouch. He's got gold, so they're aware of the gold. And maybe they stopped everyone who has gold. I don't know. The movie just starts with him finding the gold, stashing it, getting dressed on his horse. So from that, we can sense that this guy is not afraid, because he would have found ways to maybe make the horse eat the gold and have it poop it out later. I don't know. But for someone like this to carry gold outwardly on the pouches, that didn't take long for the soldiers to search for and find. He clearly doesn't care who finds the gold. So that's me as a viewer doing that homework, let alone these guys who are soldiers, who are maybe semi-experienced soldiers. And they've killed people today, I'm assuming for sure.
You ain't lying.
But you as a skilled enough soldier or semi-skilled soldier, you can tell the person who you're talking to. This one looks like if we let him go, he's coming back for blood. You can tell who's afraid, who's scared, you can tell the person, even before you can tell the person, the people who are afraid will tell you, hey, if you let me go, I will take you to the source and location of where I found the gold. Easy. There's some people who will say that. So there's a mismatch with this scene here, and the director thought he was doing something cool. No offense to him, but it wasn't done well enough. Not after I've seen movies like The Raid and Equalizer and even Sherlock Holmes.
Nice.
I think this shot alone should have been quick, and when the camera pans to him in slow-mo, and as it's in slow-mo, his eyes is now looking straight at us, meaning he's looking at the three soldiers. Because what happens next does not make any sense. Yeah. I can just about excuse Alphonse not shooting the guy because that's Alphonse's trait. He likes to torture his victims. Get down on your knees, grandpa. Fine. You can write character traits, and so this one likes to torture his victims for you. Kills them. Fine. That's all gravy. But what happens next is inexcusable. There's no excuse whatsoever on this beautiful green planet. No excuse whatsoever. I can just about let the first scene slide. We've got gold. Get down on your knees, grandpa. Gold. We've got gold. Woohoo, gold. Shoot the dude and shut up.
You ain't lying.
And get on your freaking Jeep and
go home, Roger.
This is where earlier on I showed you where they couldn't shoot the dog for shit.
Yes.
So either they were teasing the dog, because there's two different people. Either they were teasing the dog, or the dog is super Sisu, that it knows how to evade the bullets from different types of guns. And that's a very interesting dog. I've never seen that kind of dog in real life. So for the dog lovers, let me know in the comments what kind of dog knows how to evade bullets, and what kind of dog knows the sounds of different guns and different bullet types. Because it's like, I know that gun is a Shugraka gun, so I can dodge left and right. And the pistol in his hand is a Sevrov pistol. I can dodge this way because I know those bullets won't reach the distance. That dog is super smart. Woo! Now, these three thirsty soldiers just witnessed their comrade fall with a knife in the head. With a pencil, with a knife impaled in the head with a knife. What would they tell their general when they go back home? What would they tell his wife? How will they explain to his wife, Christina, listen to me, yeah?
A few moments later.
What name did we give him again?
You serious?
Okay, let's call him Randolph. Randolph did the best he could. He fought against 10 men. Randolph fought. He went down fighting.
Nice.
Maybe one of the soldiers had a thing for Randolph's wife, and now that Randolph is dead, he's like, I can take over the family. I could look after you, Christina. What? He could be a hero in the eyes of Christina. But let me sidestep for my storytelling. Three of these dudes just witnessed their comrade fall with a knife in the head. That should piss you off, Omega. You've got gold. You don't want this guy to get away. And Sisu hasn't even unveiled his axe. Is that an axe? That's an axe, right? Whatever. Is that? No, no, that's not an axe. That's a hoe. He hasn't pulled out his hoe yet. He just used a knife to take this dude down. No gun, no grenade, no dynamite, no nunchucks, no shurikens, nothing. No bow and arrow, nothing. He hasn't even pulled out his main weapon. I feel that's your main weapon. The knife was, side weapon.
Yes.
The way these three look at each other, they're shocked. Fine, but you're soldiers. Shoot him in the head. Yeah. Shoot him in the head. The way they spaced out here did not make any sense to me whatsoever. You just saw your boy get taken down by a knife in the head. Impaled with a knife? How will you tell your buddies back home?
That's a good question.
We found someone with gold and he impaled Alphonse in the head with a knife. Come on. Look, please pay. I wish I could slow the scene down. Is there a slow-mo option in this thing? I just want you to just look. Even right here, if I take it back. Look. Get stabbed in the head. And why did they space out? Why would you space out? What are you doing? Look.
I got
beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, dog.
If you try to measure the distance between this dude and our main character, and this second dude here and the main character, if you did a bird's eye view, I feel this guy, our main character, is closer to this soldier than he is to this one. Soldier has his machine gun over his left shoulder. He hasn't aimed it yet. Second guy, we don't know what's going on behind. We don't know where his gun is at. This one we can tell is reaching for his gun. This one right here, we can tell he's reaching for his pistol, not a machine gun. We can tell he's reaching for his pistol, and he's looking at his two comrades as if for confirmation. Dude, I don't know how much he loves Alphonse. Alphonse is dead.
Damn.
So looking at your teammates doesn't make sense. They all should have pulled out some form of guns and just sprayed.
He ain't lying.
But look how still Sisu is. He's not even fussed. That would even piss me off more. You just killed my buddy and you're standing still like you're a deity. Grrr, game over. End of movie. Unless the movie is trying to tell us that he's a demigod in disguise as a human being like Zeus likes to do in the old days. Fine. Maybe this is a story of a Viking god or Viking demigod that dies and comes back to life. I think that'll even be a cool story.
Willingly?
Yes.
Alphonse is on the floor. He's taking his last breath due to a knife in his skull.
Damn.
But how much do you want that gold? And how much do you want the revenge for Alphonse's knife in the head?
That's a good question.
How upset are you? Which one of you is going to have to break the news to Christina? Maybe one of you has the hots for Alphonse's wife, Christina. But how pissed are you? And how hungry for the gold are you right now?
Let me explain.
So these are two things that should be motivating these three soldiers. The death of their comrade and the loss for this gold. So this guy, I think, is going for his machine gun. We can see this guy reaching for his pistol, and he's still looking at his teammates for comfort. I don't understand that. I don't get this eye contact thing. Look how close they are to this horse. Look how far the main character Sisu is. Even from the third guy. This is. I mean, if you had a bird's eye view, it would be better. But you can just tell there's some good distance between him, second character, dude at the back, and the one to his right reaching for his pistol. Right, and we can't give an excuse to these soldiers that they're noob soldiers. They look skilled enough. I mean, I don't know what a skilled soldier looks like, but if you've been murking people all day, then we gotta say you have some level of skill, if not training, so you know how to wield the gun, how to fire the gun. Now, for the excuse makers out there, we could go back to when they tried to shoot the dog and missed on 2 occasions, meaning the guy with the machine gun, Alphonse with the machine gun, missed, and then the other guy with a pistol also missed. That's cool. But Alphonse should have shot this guy in the back of his head ASAP, rode off on the horse whilst his 3 buddies are in the jeep. Then they'll have a great tale to tell when they go home. Tell the general to shove it up your ass, quit the army, and then go and live your life spending that money off the gold. Easy. Easy. So even if you're not skilled soldiers because you couldn't kill a moving dog, or not even a moving doggy, but it wasn't moving fast enough, where you'd say, oh, I can't even shoot this thing, it's moving too fast. And you had a machine gun to shoot the dog as well. Or you could say that particular machine gun in that time period had very heavy recoil, so you couldn't steady it long enough without the gun going everywhere. Cool, that's okay. The pistol, at least you could say I could still shoot this dog because the dog wasn't necessarily looking back trying to figure out what gun you were using to shoot at it. Yeah. So I don't want to give them the excuse and say, oh, they couldn't kill a moving dog with 2 different types of guns. It shows how crap they are. If that's the excuse, then fine, okay, cool, whatever. When Alphonse had him dead to rights, get down on your knees, Grandpa. Do it now before I shoot you in the skull. You should have shot him.
That's right.
I just want you to pay keen attention to the scene. Just keen attention. Do bear with me. Just please bear with me. Yeah? He moves in. Dude closest to Sisu on his right. Number 1. This is number 1 guy here. So we can still, I think number 2 is trying to get his gun off his shoulder.
I don't know.
Even that one, I was going to argue that it doesn't make sense, but they haven't seen anyone for a while all day. So they don't need to have the gun in their arms. I could argue that you need to have your gun on you. I mean, off you at all times, not on your shoulder, like just, easy reach. So over your left shoulder is going to take a little time. Right shoulder, even if it's strapped and you have it still in your arm, is okay. Then you drop it down by your side, safety on. He's got gold, yeah. Alphonse, shoot the bastard in the head. Shoot him now. Let's get it over with. That's cool. And the gun is still to your side. Now over the shoulder and then on the back like that, it's hard to reach in case you're in a tussle to reach for.
You ain't lying.
And if that's the case, then you have your sidearm on you. So your main weapon is on your back, and by the time you pull it with you're shocked. You just saw Alphonse get killed. Oh my God, Alphonse! No, Alphonse! Why would you do this, old man? Then you're reaching for your gun. It's too long. You know what? I'm so pissed off. Pistol, ta-ta. Some soldiers, I imagine, would have carried 2 pistols on them just for fun. Why not? Why not? We've seen some movies have 2 pistols. It's like the Western, yeah?
Wait a minute.
I don't even know where these accents are coming from, but I'm enjoying it right now. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Okay, so let's continue. The fact that he walked and didn't run.
You don't understand.
He didn't run. These are 3 people versus 1 man. 3 soldiers, let me rephrase, not 3 people. 3 soldiers who just saw gold.
Yes.
They're technically rich,
Yes.
but it's temporarily wealth.
What do you mean by that?
Temporary wealth until you kill this old bastard. So you are temporarily rich. And this old bastard just killed your friend or your best friend, Alphonse.
Damn.
Now you have to go home and talk to Christina, his wife, and tell him what happened. You have to lie to her. You can't tell her the truth. You cannot tell her the truth because she will have their balls.
God damn.
So now they have to go in on this dude and just, even to fight, I think is the dumbest thing you could do as a soldier with weapons on you. Granted, the third guy, we don't know if he has a gun on him or not. Fine. But these 2 dudes clearly have weapons. Now, the shot before this shot, you saw my guy reach for his pistol. All of a sudden, his hand is away from his pistol. So we could say it's bad editing, poorly cut. It's okay, no problem. Let's continue. Reaches for his gun. Now, Sisu doesn't even go for him. I think the only thing that's making sense here is Sisu's movement in terms of directing. But everything else doesn't make sense. So making Sisu go for the guy away from him, I was thinking now I'd have gone for this guy who's closest. I personally would have gone for this dude, stopped him from using his pistol. So when the second one struggles to get his machine gun over his shoulder, cocks it and then aims, I can then use Homeboy as a human body shield, make him absorb all the bullets in his back. When he's done with the what you call this thing, the clip, he wants to reload. I take Homeboy's pistol. That body's going to be very heavy now that he's dead. As he drops down, pang, 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 pang. Dude at the back who doesn't have a weapon, I'm assuming doesn't have a weapon. He panics, don't shoot me. Yeah, right. I pop you in the skull. I'm not Alphonse. I don't tease my prey. I don't tease my freaking victims. You're dead. I'm finishing you.
That boy is good. That's right.
Alphonse called me grandpa and you shot at my dog and you missed. So it's even more annoying you called me grandpa. It's even more annoying that you shot at my dog. And it's more annoying that you missed. I would have been okay that you shot at my dog and you killed it. Then I'd have, gone in on you like freaking John Wick. But you shot at my dog and you missed. So I'm more pissed that I got stopped by incompetent soldiers.
Wow, you are mean.
There'll be no negotiation. I'll probably stop and say, where's your keys, stupid soldier? You couldn't even shoot a moving dog. Pie! I shoot you and then get in my freaking Jeep. Or I burn the Jeep. Would I let the horse go? No, I intended to ride the horse to town to cash my gold, to look cool as well. Because look at him, he's well dressed. He's even put the freaking hoe inside a leather casing as well. So he knows what he's doing. He's ready. Hair slicked back. He ain't playing. But Sisu has gone for this dude who's struggling to get his machine gun over his shoulder. At this point, he's showing off because he knows he can easily go for this guy that we are all looking at right now. Our brains normally or naturally would go for the closest guy. Who's the dude on the right who's already reaching for his pistol? But Sisu's like, nah, I'm too cool for this shit. I'm too sexy for this shit. Sisu said, nah, I'm gonna go for this dude, the hardest target right now. Because by the time he reaches for his machine gun, it's game over. Even if he goes for the guy with a machine gun and he's still struggling to get his machine gun from his shoulder or from his back to aim at Sisu, this dude with a pistol could easily shoot him in the back.
Get this man shit.
But Sisu is, at this point, is showing off. Plus, he knows how incompetent these soldiers are. He can smell it now at this point because the fact that they took long to shoot him and it's like they left the horse spread out and then closed in on him. The dumbest thing you could do. 3 soldiers, granted 2 have guns. How would you spread out and then close in on your target who has a knife? Or at this point doesn't even have the knife is in Alphonse's head.
Does not compute. Does not compute. Does not compute.
How is that making sense? How would you let this dude put a knife in your best friend's head and then close the gap between 3 of you? Let's continue. See? So he's done what I was thinking. But I would have gone for dude to the right. And look at this dude right here. Look at him. So whilst Sisu is struggling, these 2 can easily just put a bullet in this guy's skull. 2 in his knees, the back of his knees, maybe 3 in his bum, 4 in his spine, and then 2 in the back of his head. What are we doing here? What are we actually doing? How badly do you want to avenge Alphonse? And how hungry are you for this gold? This is poor directing. There's two things going on here. Your characters are not making any more sense, and you're wasting too much time for the eyes. The eyes are picking up these things sharp. That's why John Wick, Sherlock Holmes, and Equalizer work, because the scenes are well paced. The same thing with the Raid movie, very well paced. Granted, in all these movies I've mentioned, there will be one or two scenes where there's some slight delay. You can let that shit slide, because prior to that slight delay, the other scenes were very, very well set up and paced. That's why certain Kung Fu movies, they're shot well. Donnie Yen and those other boys don't play. Same thing with Jackie Chan. They do not play.
Let me explain.
They're not trying to hold your attention. Like, I don't want them to leave the cinema or leave what they're watching, but they want you to be part of the action scene. So much so, you were like, yeah, that shit happened so quick. I wonder if that was fast editing. No, that was very well choreographed. Even the movie with Tom Cruise, The Last Samurai, there was a scene where he was beginning to master his samurai skills and how to use the katana. And these two dudes, I think it's 2 dudes or 3 guys were bothering him, and he took them down so quick. Imagine the first time viewers watching that movie and they're like, he's mastered the skill so well. But the movie was so smart that they showed us a replay as to how he deflected one move, what he used the surroundings to take down one target. It was done so well, and did it in slow motion. They didn't speed up the first action scene. It just happened so quick. You appreciated it, but when you saw the replay, you're like, dude, that shit was sexy. I was blown away. I was like, I didn't even know how they did that, but they did that well. So fast forward to again, I'm going to keep calling out these movies: The Raid, John Wick, Sherlock Holmes, even, and The Equalizer. All done well to let you know what these characters or these main heroes or superheroes or main characters are capable of. Now, they're not immortal, but they can be hurt and they can be killed. But because they know they can be killed, they're already assessing their targets. All of them. Yeah. From the big ones to the tall ones to the short ones, the ones who have knives, the ones who have bigger guns, the ones who know they have to take long to reload a gun. They're going for the ones with the faster weapon. If you have an Uzi, you're going for your target who has an Uzi quick, because that Uzi can tear you apart quick. Someone has a shotgun, you're going for that guy quick, because you know a shotgun hits you. You're not... I don't know what kind of a surgeon or doctor is out there, but shotguns are not something you recover from close range. You have that thing hit your kneecap, yo boy, you ain't doing no karate roundhouse kick on nobody anytime soon. So I was thinking Sisu would go for the dude with the pistol. Just now watch this scene right here. This is poor choreography. What is this guy doing right here? Him. What are we doing? What are we looking at? What is he looking at? Sisu's bum? I like his jeans. I like his jacket. I like the way he stances so well. It's just a sexy stance. What are we doing? What's in his hand right now? Is that a spray bottle? Is that alcohol?
That's a good question.
What could that possibly be? And if it's alcohol, why don't you smash the bottle over Sisu's head, or take that hole that Sisu has in his back, unravel that leather thing, and impale Sisu's head? Granted, it's easy for me to sit down on a chair, lights on, camera, action, and record, and look at the scene here and analyze and overanalyze. It's one thing to sit down on a chair and analyze the scene. It's another thing to be here. Cool. I don't know how much love they have for Alphonse, but this guy doesn't have a gun. He didn't have a gun when he killed Alphonse. And my question would be, outside of the director and this is what's going on, what are you feeling as an individual person who is a soldier? So we can't just say, oh, you're a person and that's it. You're a person, you're a soldier, you've killed before. And even if they're new soldiers, we have to agree each of them has at least killed one person. At least.
You ain't lying.
You don't know if they have any badges on them that shows they've killed 5 people, 10 people, 50 people. But on average, let's say each soldier has killed one person here properly. Not like a test or testing. They have gone into the trenches and they've managed to shoot and kill one person each. Alphonse, however, I don't know if he's killed more than one person, because that dude was taunting Grandpa here. Turns around. Get down on your knees, Grandpa. Do it or I shoot you now. It's whatever. So maybe Alphonse has killed more people. Cool. And the fact that Alphonse was the one who moved Sisu away from the horse, and the other 3 didn't come to join Alphonse to taunt him physically. They were all more interested in the gold. So it makes more sense-ish that Alphonse is the one who would have killed more, because he likes he likes to taunt his targets. Fine, but these 3 dudes, not even 3, there's 2 dudes right now somebody should be just body with the pistol in his side should shoot. It's Sisu shouldn't live past this frame. Sisu should not make it past this frame at all because we did not see Sisu put on a bulletproof at this point in the movie. Let's continue. Look at what the, oh my God. Are you a soldier? So again, let's not give excuses. Let's not give excuses. Granted, Alphonse was the only one who took Sisu to the side, intending to shoot him. So we don't know which soldier shot at the dog. Sorry, my bad. I know it was Alphonse who shot at the dog with a machine gun. I don't know which one of these three soldiers shot at the dog with the pistol. Now, the scene we saw this guy reaching for the pistol, and then as soon as Sisu used the machine gun, I'm thinking I can now see why Sisu chose to go for this guy instead of the pistol, because of the bullets per second on a machine gun compared to a pistol. Fine, but I still feel I would have used Homeboy, who went for his pistol first, as a human shield. Eat all the bullets from this guy. Once he's done with his spraying, pop, 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 done.
Nice.
That's the easiest way I'd have seen that scene or directed that scene to go down. And maybe that's what the director saw in his head, and he didn't want the most obvious scene, so he thought, let me make Sisu go for this guy with a machine gun. Cool, but to make this guy scream and run away from live ammunition.
What?
So are we okay to say that this guy hasn't killed anyone in his life? I don't understand that. I don't understand the director's decision to make this guy run away. So maybe that's why he was looking at his teammates every time, looking for confirmation. How did they sit down at the editing floor and say, yeah, this is epic? How did they do that?
Don't ask questions.
Imagine this kind of scene in The Equalizer, in Sherlock Holmes, or in John Wick, or in the Raid movie, or in any movie with Donnie Yen, and Donnie Yen ran away like that. People would lose they would piss all over the movie. Damn! Jackie Chan can pull it off because Jackie doesn't necessarily use guns in most of his movies. Maybe some, but Jackie, I think I've seen an interview, he's like, he doesn't do guns per se. And if he's playing a police character, he might pull it out and aim. He would apprehend a victim, he would apprehend a target. And most of the times, I assume, from what I remember, he's had the gun knocked out of his hand. Now he has to do hand-to-hand combat. That's right. As much as I'm a Jackie Chan fan, I've not seen every Jackie Chan movie, the OG movies, and then the one he's done in Hollywood. I haven't seen all of them. So maybe in some movies he has used a gun or guns to kill his targets. But from what I remember, he would hold the gun or wield it, but most of the times it's always knocked out of his hand or he loses it, and then it's hand-to-hand combat. So now this scene of a soldier running away, it just spoils the whole enjoyment and experience of what should be an awesome action scene. In slow-mo even. I think this scene would have been sweeter if they did it in slow motion, but this normal speed and then him running away. And where's that pistol gun? Is it still in his holster? Dude, he could have easily killed Sisu. He could have been the hero of the day.
You ain't lying.
I'll be back.